He tried to scare me by cutting off my phone calls. Oh, poor me. But when I didn't panic, he lost it, y'all. He lost it. Full on meltdown. I can't believe you don't want to talk to me. I can't believe it. You know, all because I say, or I said, texting is fine. Texting is fine. He spiraled. He just flat out spiraled. And the next thing you know, I'm getting 15, 20, 25 texts a day. And then he wants money to buy a plane ticket. A plane ticket. I'm not going to send him money for these little phone cards or whatever the devil they are, but I have enough money to send him a plane ticket, he thinks. I'm supposed to send him money for a plane ticket. Okay. Yeah, he was spiraling. He didn't know what to think because I just wasn't following his plan, you know? He did not know what to think. And I'm sitting over here thinking to myself, dude, I am not financing your life. I just refuse to do it. I just won't do it. I have a hard enough time financing my own life, you know? Ugh. But hey, y'all, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing great on this fan freaking tastic day. Welcome back to the Fool Files here on Nana Punkydoo. This is number 4 in the series. There are 6, so if you've watched all 3 so far, you're halfway there. But don't be thinking that you know all there is to know about this story because there's so much more stupid to come. It's not even, well, it is funny, but it's you wouldn't believe it. There's so much more to come. So before I keep talking, I'm just gonna say, let's jump right back into it. If you remember, he was supposed to be coming home that December. After after like I don't know, I think it was like 3, 4 more weeks of texting. He had had enough of this, I guess. And he was really frustrated that he wasn't going to be getting any money. So his tactic then became desperation. And he called me and he was all upset. And he was saying that they weren't going to let him leave. And I'm like, what are they doing? Holding you hostage? You know, are they keeping you there? He's, they want everybody to sign up for another year. I said, you're not in the army, dude. You're a doctor working for the UN. You don't have to stay. Just leave, leave. And he's like, but I'm in charge. And somebody else can be in charge. If you don't want to stay, leave. You're not in the army, man. You know, leave. And he said, but like 90% of everybody is staying. I said, dude, I don't care. You know, this goes back to like when you're a kid. If everybody else jumped off the bridge, would you jump off the bridge? And that just kind of got a, huh? I said, never mind. Just forget it. So he says, "Well, I feel I have to stay. I have to stay, but I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind here. You wouldn't believe the things I see. The things I see. It's crazy." He says, "But they say I can leave for a month right now if I want. Right now." I said, "Well, that's great. Go ahead and leave. Leave for a month." He said, "But You had to send me the money. If you send me the money for a plane fare, send me the money for a plane fare. I'll come see you. We'll get married this weekend. Again with the getting married, and uh, wait, stop. We'll go buy a house in Alabama. Who said I wanted to leave Florida? I already have a house, and we'll get married this weekend. We'll go buy a house in Alabama. I said, dude, I haven't got any money to freaking send you. I said, you are out of luck. I'm not sending you any money. He said, but I can't get in my bank account. I can't get in my bank account. I'm- I can't get in it until I get over there. As soon as I get over there, I'll be able to give it back to you. I said, I don't have it. I don't have it. You are out of luck. I do not have it. I am not sending you any money because I don't have any money to send you. And he was just getting so desperate. He's just like, I need to see you. I need to marry you. And I just went off on him. I just went off. I had had enough. I I know that I was trying to keep him busy and prevent him from trying to scam other women, but I just couldn't deal with him anymore. I just couldn't. I just couldn't, and I went off, and I called him out for so much stuff, and I can't remember the exact order, but you know the phone call, or the FaceTime with from Ghana. It says, dude, your phone came up from Ghana. I said, you're calling me from Ghana. And he kept saying, what is Ghana? Where is this Ghana? I said, for Christ's sake, you're a medical doctor. I said, you mean to tell me you've never heard of Ghana? Okay? You studied in the United States. You're a doctor. I don't care what part of the world you're from. Ghana is Ghana. Okay? This is something we learn over here in the third grade, for crying out loud. And you don't know where Ghana is. After going through how many years of medical school, you don't know what Ghana is? Give me a break. Come on, buddy. I already spoke to the real doctor, okay? The real doctor who you said you are. I talked to him, and you're not him, okay? Well, that's a fake. That's a fake doctor. That's a fake. He's pretending to be me. No, it's the other way around. He actually has a real clinic in Turkey. I did my homework, dude. I did my homework. And he's not an orthopedic surgeon, he's a plastic surgeon. I do both. I do both. I said, no, it doesn't work that way. There's no mention of any kind of orthopedics on that profile, and there would be because that dude is stuck on himself. And if that's you, then you are stuck on yourself. And there would be a mention of a dual specialty. So, no. Okay. I talked to him, and you are not him. So that's number two. Okay. And he says, you have to trust me. You have to trust me. I said, no, I'm done. You know, I said, how come you changed your name then? I changed it when I went to the United States because I didn't want to have the other name because it was had something to do with uh the religion or whatever. It had with his father, and I don't even know. I said, really? They said, well, how come the clinic is still running in that name in Turkey then? You don't understand how it works over there. Goes by the old way, and they wouldn't understand. I'm like, no. I said, medical licensing doesn't work that way either. I used to be, you know, a respiratory therapist. It just doesn't work that way. Uh, I hear my dogs barking. I'm sorry if you can hear them. I keep my door shut, but I'm sorry. Um, and I just kept going at him for a while, uh, and just and he was coming back with all kinds of stuff. Uh, uh, he he just wouldn't stop. He just, no matter how much proof I threw at him. I mean, I had proof, and the man just would not give in. And I just told him I was sick of dealing with him and leave me the F alone, you know. And I blocked him. I blocked him. And, I figured I had kept him busy for the 2.5, 3 months or whatever it was. And then I looked up every Edwin Eric, because that's the name he gave me. I looked up every Edwin Eric I could find on social media. And there was a bunch, man. There was a whole bunch. Um, and I mean, I'm talking like between Edwin Eric and the actual real doctor's name, the Hakan Karem, there were probably like 30, 40 of them. And most of them were using the real doc's picture. And some of them weren't, but most of them were. Cause he's a good looking guy. And I they were saying they were from different places or whatever. They had different profiles. Some of them said they were from the U.S. Or anywhere. I reported all of them. I reported all of them, and the social media sites, they did not make it easy either, because they want you to just like check a box that fits, and then they want you to say, okay, well, which one is it? And if it doesn't fit this certain spot, like they'll say, okay, is he pretending to be someone else or a famous person? It's like, okay, yeah, well, he is pretending to be someone else. So you click that, but then they want you to put who he's pretending to be. And if that person doesn't happen to have a profile on that site, then they you can't put it there. So it's like you can't do it. You can't report them that way. So I had to get a hold of these sites and say, look, this dude he's trying to steal this guy's identity. All of these people are trying to steal this guy's identity. They're doing it. They're doing these romance scams, you know. I mean, it was so hard. They made it so difficult to report them. And it was a pain in my ass. But Edwin Eric, if you see that name, do not engage at all, or even Hakan Kerem, Hakan, Hakan Kerem, Kerem, Hakan Kerem. Um, it, I mean, I still was doing my digging. This is not the end of this story at all. As much as I wish it was, it's not the end of this. But I think that's where I'm going to stop this one for today. Um, so that's where I'll leave that. it's not the end of the story. And I'll leave it at that. That thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. Uh, you're not gonna believe what's coming up. You're really not. Uh, come on back for number 5, and again, thank you. Subscribe, please. Like, it really does help. And if you don't mind, go ahead and check out Goalie. They really do have fantastic stuff. No, I am not uh, partnered with them or anything. Um, I will get a small commission if you buy anything from them, so it does help my channel some. But they don't sponsor me or anything. But they have fantastic products. I do use their stuff. They have fantastic products. So take a look at them. They really do. So uh, just click the link; it'll take you right there. And otherwise, I'll see you on the next go round.